Hello guys, we almost completed all the most popular and the important candlestick pattern. Now it's time to take some key points and use it while trading. Now, in my point of perspective, first key point is check the pattern and shape. What I meant is, I am always suggesting to check the pattern. For example, this is the hammer. This is the inverted hammer, also called as hanging man. Either it is red or either it is green, don't matter for me, because what it represent, the hammer represent the bullishness and hanging man represent the bearishness. Even if it's red, it really don't matter, because of within that time frame market or candle is not able to close above the opening price. That's why it's red. But if you check here, lots of buying come. That's why it's the bullish candlestick and color don't matter for me. So always check the pattern, not the color. The second key point is, do not enter without confirmation of multiple things. Now, what are the multiple things? Suppose if you see the hammer, as our rules, put stop loss here, make entry here on breakout. But I am not suggesting to do so. This is correct, but when we need to check with multiple conditions. The conditions are, which we are covering in the next section, but now because of its key takeaways, I am giving some important points. Like for example, this is the resistance zone and this is the support zone. Suppose if you check, if market is moving upside and if you check hanging man here, then if you take entry here, that does not mean that market will move downside confirmation. It's a probability that it will move downside. But if market trend is full of bullish only, then what will happen? Sometimes market will move here and what will happen? Suppose this resistance, this is support. If you market go moving upside, hanging man, high chances that again market takes support near here and market move upside and your stop loss may hit. So what you need to check is, you just need to check multiple things. For example, here is support and here is resistance. Now market is moving upside. Now you check the hanging man candlestick. Do not enter here. If market moving downside, again market will give some shape and again market will start moving downside. Now you just need to wait for these types of shape, just the retest. We can call it as retest. Okay, the reason why I am saying that one, because when this happen, then seller from this side will move to this side. That means exactly market is not able to break high and not able to move. So it's a confirmation. The reason why I am telling to put stop loss here and enter here, to understand the candlestick pattern more in detail. Always use candlestick pattern for the analyze and trade with the candlestick pattern on the basis of pattern plus another price action which contains price actions, which are covering in the next videos, which contains maybe trend analysis or support or resistance or any price action pattern. If you do these types of combination, then only there is a high probability that your trade will be successful. You just need to understand the trend of the market and the pattern of the market. Suppose let's take another example. Here is resistance area, here is support area. Now market is moving upside and you can check here, if again hammer comes, not a inverted, only hammer comes, that means buying pressure comes from the resistance area. Resistance area means whenever market will break the resistance, there is a high chances that this resistance area will work as a support after some time. So if you check this one, then obviously your trade will be successful if you enter here and put stop loss here. If you check hanging man here, that does not mean that market will directly fall from here. Always remember, when market will move upside, it will move upside, then sideways, then upside, then sideways or upside. For downtrend, it will move downtrend, some retest or sideways, and then downtrend. It's not like that market will directly start moving upside and touch its target, or move downside and touch its target. It's not like that one. Whenever market will move upside, see, whenever market is bullish, market will move upside. For some time market will move sideways and then upside. For the downside, market will start moving downside, but it will give unnecessary moves like retest, like this type of pattern. Whenever downside happen, this type will pattern happen for the downside, and whenever upside is happening, this type of pattern will happen. Okay, if that trade is too volatile, that stock is too volatile and lots of volume. Why I am telling all these things? Because in the next section we are covering all of these topics. Now, why candlestick pattern again work, or why we need candlestick pattern? Just to analyze the market, where market is moving towards, and just to analyze the sentiment of the market. There are multiple ways to trade with the combination. Do not trade without the confirmation. For example, just I said I only showed you hammer and inverted hammer, but if it's what can I say, if a morning star candle, then obviously you can go, because it's a confirmation. If it's at support area, market will move downside, and if you see this pattern, then obviously whatever I'm telling in that morning star video, it will work. Where it will not work, only single candle, because in this single we don't have any confirmation. Always wait for another candle to close. If another candle is also bearish or a strong selling candle, then only go for the breakout at this candle, or this candle is also fine. You will gain this much knowledge by the observation. You just need to observe the market each and every day to understand the sentiment, right? The third point is always analyze with multiple time frames. Okay, what it means? Do not only believe on 5 minute, 10 minute or 15 minute. Always try to understand the market in 1 minute point of view, 5 minute time point of view, and 10 minute time point of view. It will take time to analyze in all 3 or all 5, but you are easily able to capture the market sentiment, and you are easily able to make a plan to trade. The winning ratio, if for this all time frame, will be increased if you are able to manage to understand market in couple of time frames. Do not believe on only one type of candle frame, like 1 minute or 5 minute or 10 minute, because every day market will act different. You need to understand the market first. Fourth and most important thing is take your time. What I meaning for this statement is, it will take time to understand the market sentiments. It's not like that one that you completed the course and you are directly ready to trade. No. For suppose now we completed the whole candlestick pattern. You just need to take a time for yourself to understand the market, at least for 15 days or 7 days, unless you get the confidence on the patterns. Once you understand the market sentiment, you build up the confidence, then try to trade. Try to trade with the proper stop losses and proper targets. Do not blind trade. Even if stop loss it, then also fine. You will learn lot of things from the losses instead of profit. But always trade with the rules. Take your time. And also, paper trading will not help that much, because if you do paper trading, then 90% chances that your trade will be successful and you will achieve your target. But if you do real trading, then maybe this 90% will reduce to 70% or 50% or 60%. We don't know. But real trade will help you. So in the real trade, unless you get confirmation or unless you get confidence and the discipline, you just need to trade with your money management, proper stop losses and proper targets. Now, in the next section, we are covering about most important part is support, then second is resistance, then third is trends, and how to draw support, resistance and trend lines, and how to use candlestick plus support or resistance and the trend line breakout. This is very fun ride to understand all those things and then trade. For now, if you completed carefully all the candlestick pattern, now just observe the market. If you want, take a trade with the confirmation candles and confirmation breakouts. Again, in the next coming sessions, you will again get to know more details about the market and how market behaves. But again, I am telling you, use candlestick. I am personally using candlestick pattern to make my plan and candlestick pattern to just understand the market sentiment. I will tell you one clear example. What happened is, suppose at market opened at suppose market opened at gap down or flat, and market is full of selling pressure. Now what happened is, I have seen this much long one hammer candle frame. After seeing a hammer candle frame, again I have seen this type of candlestick pattern, this type of candlestick pattern. But this is the hammer candlestick, and I know this is the bullish sign, and this one is the support. So if I draw in the via lines, this is just like this one, and this one. Means here we find out the hammer. Here is this candle represent the here, and market moving upside. So what I will do, I will just enter at here. The reason is, market move downside, I check the hammer, market move upside, but not able to the low of the this hammer candlestick, or just say low of the day. And again market took support here. That means buyers from this candle is also shifted to at this level, so that they are pushing market to upside. Now what is the confirmation? Whoever sold at this position, their stop loss is above this one, here or here. So whenever buyer pushing market from here, if their stop loss is hit, if seller stop loss is hit, that means again buying will start, because already selling happened in market. Again we are trading at the breakout. It's a confirmation set. So played an important role here? The hammer. This hammer played an important role to change my mind towards the bullishness instead of bearishness, because market is falling and no one will dare to enter at upside. But because of this candlestick and because of this swing and this pattern, I am able to make it. So this is the profitable strategies. You will get to understand more in detail in the next section. Hope you all got my points. See you in next video. Thanks.